What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Evolution Everton, where the first thing on your screen is an SBC squad, because we've just submitted an SBC to get future stars Jess, who is past and present Everton. And I'll be honest with you, card looks pretty average, but it was literally just fodder. Just untradeable fodder and an inform from a club. The inform was also untradeable, and we may as well do it. I think she costs about 40,000 coins to do. She got Trickster Plus, which isn't the greatest of playstyle pluses. 92 dribbling's quite good, although the composure and reactions are a little bit lacking from EA, and they've got a bit weird with this card. I gave a centre mid holding plus, which I don't really get, but whatever. Either way, basically fodder, past and present Everton, and most importantly, a very smart person in the chat told me, or the comment section, I should say, told me that she can go into star power. She can go into both star powers, the one that gives long ball, or the one that gives quick step. So shout out to It's Langers in the comment section for reminding me of this and show me that we can put quick step plus onto our Jess by doing this Evo. And it actually gives it a little bit of his reactions or composure boost as well. So she's going to be an okay card by the time that we finish that. Also in the comment section was lots of you guys giving me advice about which Maradona to pick, because in my haste to make yesterday's video rapid plus and get it out straight away and just film my reaction to the content, I obviously didn't have time to study the content and see exactly the intricacies of what was going on. I didn't spot them at the time. Depending on which of the first Maradona Evos you do, depends what formation he can play. Or not what formation he can play, what position he can play, and therefore dictates what formations you can put him into and what roles plus and stuff he has. So if you do the incisive pass one, he can only play cam, and he has pluses on all of the cam ones apart from half winger. If you do this one that gives power shot plus, you're mental. And if you do this one that gives technical plus, he can play left wing, and right mid and gets inside forward plus at all of them. Very interesting. So decisions to be made. I am leaning heavily towards, and I think we're just going to start it, to be honest with you. I love technical plus. My Harrison's got it. My Bon Matty's got it. This one can only play cam, and we do have Bon Matty, but there's a lot of formations with multiple cams. We are currently, as you just seen, in one of them, 4-2-2. I would love technical, and this one you can still play cam, and he does have a role plus at playmaker, but that's about it. So if the technical plus Maradona could play left mid, I would do this one. But he can't. He can only play left wing, because when we play a right mid formation, which gives Jack Harrison his inside forward plus, we don't have a good left mid who has a plus role. So if this Maradona, when you did the technical one, had role plus at left mid, I would 100% do it. He doesn't. He just has inside forward at left wing. I already have a McNeil who has inside forward at left wing. I know he's not Diego Maradona, but, you know, it's Dwight McNeil. We absolutely love him. So for me, the most sensible thing to do is to grab myself an absolutely god tier cam and play him next to Bon Matty. So that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to hit the incisive pass plus. I'm very excited to use this as well with a cam. I had it on Lucy Bronze, and the animation and the way they just go, wow, what a pass, is crazy good. But she was obviously a right back. I've not used it on somebody at cam in a very long time, since our Florida Invert that we talked about in the last episode. So Diego Maradona, 89 rated he's going to become after these games, and incisive pass plus he will have, and we'll put him in the paid on and make him absolutely god tier. So there he goes. We're going for the cam one. Committed, started, bosh. There he is. The other thing, what you guys are seeing from this title, is Evo chains. So we've got multiple Evos on the go. We can actually do 2 Evos at once. We're going to start a third one. And the eagle-eyed and Wigstew will have noticed that they were already in my team. And that is Tim Iroegbunam. Assistant man from the Derby, by the way. No inform coming for Tarkov. See, I did forget to mention this the other day. What an absolutely mental way for the final Derby at Goodison to finish. Couldn't have scripted it any better, to be honest with you. And I think even if you're a bitter Liverpool fan, the fact that it ended with 41 wins each, I think, and then draws, and it was last minute, it was a screamer, it was drama, it was like a proper derby. Yes, you're probably annoyed that you dropped 2 points, but bias aside, what a footballing story that was. Absolutely unbelievable. So, no Tarkovsky is an inform, unfortunately, and the Evo that I showed you guys to put him into actually kind of stinks, doesn't it? Let's be honest, now that we've looked into it more, there isn't really anyone that good that you can put into this strategic shift. Not for me, at least, anyway. You need to have somebody who's already got really high defending, which I don't in my Evos. I guess Bjorn. we could do if we really wanted to, just to get a freebie on. Like, she's got 88 defending already. You could play a centre back if you wanted to. She's got Anticipate Plus. She gets long ball. She can now play CDM. She could already play centre mid. That card's not terrible. Booster dribbling uploads with a chem style. And she actually, do you know what? To be fair, it looks quite good. So there's options there, but for me, I just want to make good defenders. I'm not arsed about turning my centre back into a CDM for the 14th time this game, you know? Can I just have something that's going to make Tarkovsky really good because he's not going to get an inform? Anyway, somebody that can be made very, very good by some Evo chaining is Tim Iroegbunam, as we've just said. Curl it in. We've been discussing this and we've been looking at it for quite a while and deciding what to do. And there is a couple of Evos that are going to make this chaining really, really nice. And one of them has just come out as an objective. And again, when credit is due, you've got to give it to EA for bringing out good stuff. If you go over to the objective tab and you go to live and you go to the Foot Champs ones from this week, Champions Finals play, if you play 6 games of Foot Champs, which obviously I'm going to this week, you get an Evo that gives centre mid, Holden plus plus and CDM as a position. He obviously already has it. And I think he gives CDM Holden plus plus as well. So we can put that on Tim. We can go to our one that we've been debating about for absolutely bloody ages, what to do with our Anticipate and Long Ball Evo, which is in the cosmetics and exclusives. We can put this one on Tim as well. And he gets something very good for a centre mid / CDM. He gains both of them, which is really nice. Now got Anticipate, Bruiser, Slide Tackle, Intercept, and Long Ball and Tiki Taka for playing CDM, which is very good. And then, once he's done that, and gained plus Holden in centre mid and CDM, we can then go and put him into Curl It In. And I can show you what them stats will look like, because obviously he's just gaining rolls and playstyles from the other ones, and it actually turns him into a really, really good card. Yes, it's got Dead Ball Plus, but yes, you guys are right, Dead Ball Plus can be really good, and I just need to sort myself out and learn how to take free kicks, basically. I mean, I can't, so for me, it's a pretty dead playstyle, and I'd rather have other ones, but it is something that I could work on and try and learn. And if I could do it, then we'd probably score a few more goals, and Tim could just be our free kick taker, which would be quite nice. So check it out. Look at these stats. He's actually really, really good. There's the one glaring one is dribbling, which is 81, but there's chem styles that you can get plus 12 dribbling for. So I'm not super worried about that. The fact that he has 88 composure and 90 reactions is really good because you can't boost them ones. 92 agility, 92 balance, despite being 6 foot and starting off with like 35 and stupid stats like that because he's a silver. Ends up having really, really good stats. 90 vision, long ball plus, sorry, long ball normal. Free kick accuracy is 99, curves 88. Good defending stats, good physical stats. He's going to gain the playstyles that we've talked about, as well as getting pinged pass from this one. He'll have long ball, he'll have anticipate, bruiser, press proven, relentless. I think this is a really, really good Evo stats-wise for Tim. And we've talked about it not maybe being the best for Mangala. And I'm going to take you guys through the logic of why that is. So if you take a look at Mangala, he also comes out with pretty much the same stats as Iroegbunam does. The playstyles are very, very similar as well. We could also put him into long ball and anticipate. He already has long ball. He'd get anticipate. They're really, really, really similar cards. Now, the reason I've chosen, and I'm going to put this little combo and this nice little chain Evo onto Tim, is because of what their cards are like now. Now, that might sound a little bit crazy, but let me talk you guys through the logic. So, if we take a look at Tim's card now, he's really struggling for balance. He's not got the best dribbling. He's not got the best reactions and composure. Mangala's are slightly better in reactions and composure. He's got like +2 composure, the same reactions, but 89 balance, 82 agility, good dribbling, good ball control, already got good defending, just an all-round very, very solid card as it is now. So if we put Mangala into Curl It In, yeah, he gets some stat boosts. It's really, really good. If we put Tim into Curl It In, he gets a lot of stat boosts and a lot of very relevant stat boosts. So the power that you gain from Curl It In on Tim is really good and leaves Mangala ready for another Evo because he's still only 86 rated and still a really good card. Whereas if we put Mangala into Curl It In, yes, he gets the stat boost and he gets the same stats as Tim would have, but we're now sitting there looking at an 87 rated card with 77 balance, 81 dribbling, etc., hoping that the next Evo is going to benefit Tim loads as well. Whereas it might actually end up being one that's more beneficial for Mangala. Does that make sense? So we're getting basically the full power out of Curl It In, with Mangala sitting there ready to be boosted up God tier, give him intercept plus, give him anticipate plus or whatever, the next one comes around and he's chilling and he's happy and he's waiting. Whereas if we use this one on Mangler, Tim's not the most meta and it depends what the next Evo is going to be. So we're trying to maximize the power of the Evos, the one that we've currently got, which maximizes on Tim, and the next one that we got that Mangler's happy and waiting for and going to be good regardless because his card is just all around really, really good. That's the logic. I hope you guys are with me on it and appreciate the logic and think it's good logic. And we've changed to 4-2-2 to be able to do 2 Evos at once because we've got Maradona's in there. We're going to go and put long ball and anticipate onto Tim, and we can just jump into foot champs. And like I said last week, yes, I like to win. Yes, I like to try out. But the biggest decider on this game is whether you get a good connection or not. So we're just going to play some 4-2-2, not try and stress too much, you know. If we win, we win. I want to win. But let's not lose our marbles and be playing 4-2-1-3 and boring ourselves to death. Let's just play 4-2-2. Let's do some Evos. Let's get Maradona done. Let's get Iroegbunam done. Let's chuck Jess Parkin off the bench and do some Evos there. It doesn't matter that much, you know. Let's just have some fun. So let's go pop long ball and anticipate onto Tim. And he only needs to play a match, which is class, on any game mode. So we could do it in just a friendly, but it doesn't matter. We'll start that off. We'll get him long ball and anticipate. And we'll jump into a game of foot champs. Actually, scrap that. The first Evo for Diego Maradona and the only Evo for Tim is just play a match. So we've just had someone from the Twitch chat, shout out to Othinus, just quit 2 games for us really quickly, which means when we're playing foot champs, we can work towards Maradona sooner. So we don't have to play 2 games of champs to get this first +6, 3 pace, 4 passing, etc, etc, etc. Whereas the next level does actually involve playing an actual game. So we need to play 3, win 2, and play 4, win 2. And we'll have got an 89 rated Maradona. Also, Tim, you can do it at the same time now, 2 Evos at once, now has long ball and anticipate, which is very nice. And he can go into our... It doesn't show the things, that's absolutely fine. He can just go into our team, he's already in there. And what we're waiting for there, whilst we may as well activate Jess Park in case she gets subbed on, and we can do some there as well. We need to play 6 games of champs to get the centre mid Holden plus Evo thing to put onto Tim before we put him into Kill It In, because he'll be too high rated if we go through Kill It In first. So, after all of that, and as Paulie in our Twitch chat says, can I see your tactics for 4-2-2? I'll be honest, mate, I don't know if you want them because I've literally just made them up myself. But I have people on their pluses, Lucy Bronze on fullback, Hernandez on false back. I then put Lampard. We talked about this a little bit in the last episode, so I will show you. It was a slightly different formation. He's on build-up, deep line playmaker, with the logic being he's going to get a bit further forward and Hernandez is going to drop in or cut into midfield because he's on false back. Tim's on defend. There's Roman build-up, defend. Maybe Roman would be slightly better, but it just seems to shift both of them into the middle. I'm not really sure. This is what I'm saying. You don't really want my custom tactics. I just made them up off the top of my head now. Playmaker plus Bon Matti, because that's what I liked when she was in central cam. Playmaker Maradona, just to mirror it, and then advance forward up front. This is on short pass and high press. I might make in fact, I'm going to make, right now, whilst I remember, a version of this that is the exact same thing, but with counter-attack build-up. So if we're struggling to break somebody down, if we need some fast runs and stuff like that, we can switch around to counter. But without further ado, let's just jump in. Gernand's on life support 1 chem, Bon Matti's on 2. We don't care. Let's get cracking. All right then, first game of 4-2-2. First game with Maradona. First game of foot champs, I think, with Tim as well. Let's see what we're playing against. Marquinhos, Roberto Carlos. Sesko on loan, that Sesko card is good. A purple Jadon Sancho, that looks cool. And this guy's already got his Maradona to 89 rated. He's doing the winger one. Very nice. Okay, this is cool. I like this Maradona thing. Hello. Hello, Diego. Hello, Jack Harrison. Hello, open goal. Oh, hello, Rage Quit. I thought that felt a bit laggy. We're on crossplay. That'll be why, because often us is on Xbox or PC for giving us the free wins. Well, there we go. There's 1-0. There's 1-0. Hey, maybe Xbox players are just terrible. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just free win galore over there, but we don't want crossplay on because Bateson told me he matched a hacker. No, Kerbs told me. It might have been Bateson as well. You don't want crossplay on. If you're on PC, you've got no choice. But everyone else, you should probably turn it off because there is hackers on PC. And as you start to get lots of wins in foot champs, you match up against the hackers. So we'll be swiftly turning that off, and unfortunately playing against just PlayStation players who are definitely clear at this game. So much better. But it's not worth the risk of playing a PC hacker for the chance to play someone terrible on Xbox. So crossplay is off. Let's play another game. We can't end the video like that. That was far too quick. Let's jump in again. Game number 2 then is a much sweatier team. Oh my god. Firestone, Putellas and Smith. I mean, I've got Bonmati on it. I can't really talk about pack luck, but that is taking it to the next level even compared to my pack luck. It's so funny when you play against somebody who, as soon as they get the ball with anyone, they do step overs. I mean, it must be some sweaty meta thing, which I just don't do. But it is such a... I don't know what the word for it is. Like, giveaway? It's like so indicative of someone who's an absolute sweat, is just endlessly doing step overs every time they get the ball. See? And then when you get in their half, they just don't even come towards you. Look, it's so weird. But the biggest giveaway is the step overs. I don't know what it is about step overs. Maybe I need to start doing them if I want to be sweatier. Nice. So this actually could be an example of a game where we need to move on to counter, because this guy doesn't engage very much with us, and when we do get a bit of space, we need to exploit it really quickly. Oh, it's a great ball. That's a nice finish. I held R1 very sillily, if that's a word, to press with one of my defenders, but it picked the wrong one, and I wasn't paying attention properly, and it sprinted my left centre-back over out of position. Harry Kane, there we go. This is... not in terms of the skill level, obviously, but in terms of the style of gameplay, a lot closer to a professional, like, FC Pro Live kind of game than my regular gameplay. And by that, I mean being super patient on the build-up and waiting for that perfect pass and waiting for the perfect run. I'm hesitant to call it boring. I mean, I'm doing it as well. Don't get me wrong, I'm not calling this guy boring. It's just slow. See? And we're just like, okay, we'll keep the ball then. We'll keep the ball. We'll give it into Maradona. We'll give it back inside. We'll recycle it across. We'll find Harry Kane. And he didn't move the goalie. I was really expecting the goalkeeper movement there, so he just traveled it near post. Okay, fair enough. Interesting, very chess-like game of foot champs, this. And that is half-time. We should have just scored with Harry Kane. I took the touch the wrong way. Like I said, interesting game. Sneaky game. Chess-like. Slow build-up. It's been an interesting one. This guy's a good player. I don't know how Yashin hasn't saved that, I'll be honest with you. I even moved him that way. Really nice build-up from this guy. It was a kickoff goal. I really struggled to get the ball from kickoff goals, and I think some of it has just become in my own head, to be honest with you. Like you guys said in the comments last time, well, why don't I score loads of kickoff goals? It's a very good point. I don't know. I need to get better at it, because it's clearly very OP. That's another really nicely worked goal. Yeah, can't be mad at that. Good goal. Really nicely worked. Really good finish. Again, I got a bit muddled up. I need to work on my use of second man press, because the game is very silly about how it does it, and I need to be more sensible with my use of it. It will have the second man, like the change indicator, above a player's head, and you'll press R1 expecting it to press with that player, and it just doesn't. I don't know why she stopped her run. And I will just blindly hold R1, being like, what's wrong, game? Just do it! I've done the extra pass again, and we've got very lucky. We are getting absolutely killed by this go down the line in 4-4-1-1. Across to the striker, across to the cam or the other winger. He's doing a really good job of it. Whereas my tiki-taka multiple cams through the middle malarkey just isn't working so good. Oh, I mean, sometimes we're getting a little bit unlucky. That is pure jam auto-defending. But this guy scored some nice goals. Some really nicely worked goals. Great ball, Harry Kane. I mean, I got baited and the keeper was going to save it anyway, but again, this Konate, man, I wish I'd have got to the max level in that season. It's the only season where I haven't hit max, and it's the one that gave the most OP card of them all. It is our Harry Kane now. Good save, Casillas. Why couldn't my Ashen do that for his second goal? I mean, it doesn't matter, does it? He's got an extra goal in the 91st minute. Very fine margins, that game. Very, very fine margins. Really good player. Better player one, to be honest with you. Nothing I can really say about it. Knew what he was doing. Knew how to step over, speed up. Got down the line, across. Always the final pass into the back of the net. Fair play. Not the most exciting and enthusiastic gameplay we've ever had, but, you know, not sitting back and just not really engaging in the game in 4-2-1-3. He knew what he was doing. He was cutting the passing lanes off nicely. He wasn't just mindlessly running around with a CDM. He was switching and cutting off my passes and then pressing me. Really, really good player, basically. Better player one. Absolutely no qualms about that. Fair play to that guy. Go and get yourself 11 wins, mate. And we are going to go and end this video right there and keep on working on... I should have subbed Jess Park on, shouldn't I? Because we've lost anyway. Never mind. We're going to go and hopefully win the next game of Champs and get our Maradona up to 89 rated and then do some more. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.